In this video, we're finally going to talk about what exactly is V75 Pro. In the first video, I did a little introduction of what we are going to be discussing going forward, and shortly after that, I did another video explaining what a forex trading robot, more popularly known as an expert advisor, is. So next, we are going to be talking specifically about V75 Pro. Well, to be more precise, how and where did I created it, which strategy does it use, which time frame does it use, is it a scalper or an intraday trading robot, which pair does it work best on, and so on. Practically everything you need to know about the software. So if you've watched my previous two videos and have taken an interest into the V75 Pro robot, then this video is definitely for you. If this is your first time here, then I welcome you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to ensure that you're not missing any future content, and you definitely want to check out my other two previous posted videos just so you can catch up to speed on what's going on. Nonetheless, I am glad you're here, so let's get into this wonderful godsend software, shall we?
You're my bitch, so don't walk around here thinking you have free will, because you don't. I can crush you anytime I want. So settle in, because you are here for the long haul.
I use the website eabuilder.com to create the software. If you are looking to create your personal custom indicator or a robot, then you should definitely check out eabuilder.com. The website is very user friendly, and the user interface makes creating software or robot very simple and very fast. You don't need any experience in computer coding or anything like that. If your strategy is primarily based on indicators, support, and resistance, then EA Builder can definitely help you. In addition to that, they give you the option to add your own code to your software. I did a video a while back on how to create a custom indicator, so if you guys are interested in that, I am going to leave a link to that video for you guys to check out, so you can definitely see that in the description of this video. Alright, so moving on.
Take this. Dude, he might be fucked up or something. Nah, bro.
V75 Pro is not a scalping robot. It might be very active, but it's more of an intraday trading robot. For the people who don't know the difference, scalping robots quickly get in and out of the market in a few minutes. And because of that, scalping EAs works best on the 1 minute and 5 minute time frames. V75 Pro trades the 15-minute time frame, and the trades can last from 30 minutes to a few hours. On some occasions, the trade goes over a day, but it doesn't happen very often. And that is primarily because of the trading strategy that it uses, which is what we are going to be talking about next. V75 Pro is a grid trading robot that trades in the direction of both the 4-hour and the 15-minute time frame. In other words, one of the conditions for opening a trade is that both of the time frame must be in unison, meaning they must be going in the same direction. This is very important because as a trader, you want to ensure that you trade in the trend, trade with the trend. But not only that, you want to trade in the direction of the larger time frame to increase your chances of winning. For those that are unaware, a great trading strategy is one where you place a trade at a certain interval from each other. So in other words, it's multiple trades. For example, in an uptrend, after opening a buy and the market retraces further than expected, in another buy trade is then placed. This process repeats itself until as the price continues to push downwards. Grid trading strategy can be detrimental to your trading account if used incorrectly, especially if the software is opening a trade in the wrong direction. This is why I've programmed the software to take the direction of the 4-hour time frame into consideration when opening trades to ensure that it is trading in the direction of the larger time frame. One of the many things I've learned as a new trader is that the smaller time frame can be misleading at times. It can show multiple indication that the market is going to reverse, like say for example a candlestick pattern or a price action pattern, and even your indicator could all show a potential incoming reversal. However, this often amounts to just a mere retracement or pullback, as some would call it, only for the price to reverse and then continue in the trend of the larger time frame. Speaking from experience, even if you're doing manual trading, trading in the direction of the higher time frame can significantly increase your win rate. Just try it and let me know. It doesn't have to be the 4-hour time frame, but just a time frame that is bigger than your primary time frame. All right, for example, if you generally trade the 5-minute time frame, you can trade in the direction of the 15-minute time frame. If you're using the 15-minute time frame, you can use the 1-hour or the 4-hour time frame. For me, the 4-hour time frame is the best option. I've gotten better results trading in the direction of the 4-hour than when I use the 1-hour time frame. If you've watched the previous videos, you'll see me post screen recordings of the results, and you'll notice that whenever you see a loss, you'll always see that the trade immediately after that loss is enough to cover that loss. So let me show you what that looks like on the chart. So the thing to note is that often when larger time frame will do a retracement, this seemingly causes a change in the direction of the smaller time frames. This is when new traders when new traders would think that this is the start of a new trend, so they jump in without confirming on the larger time frame. That's a very big mistake. Taking this into consideration, V75 Pro places pending orders below or above the recently opened trade at a specified distance. Because each asset, trading asset is unique, most of the indices have their own pending order distance. But You don't have to worry about that. I'll make presets available for each applicable pair for you guys to download with the software whenever it becomes available. So you don't have to worry about like the distance and stuff like that. All right. So with that, all you need to do is just load the software onto each chart and then select the respective preset for that asset, and boom, just like that, you've secured yourself a passive income. Just like most grid strategies, V75 Pro does not use a stop loss.
I beg your pardon?
But unlike most grid strategies, V75 Pro has a limit for the number of trades that are to be opened. This is an important difference between my software and other available software. The average grid trading software would open trades non-stop regardless of how far the market price has moved away from its first initially open position. That's because those robots are designed to hold the trade until the market reverses and the total open profit is on the positive side. Right? You don't need a brain to realize that this is a recipe for a very large drawdown, and if you don't have the large capital needed in your trading account to hold those trades, you'd be getting a call from your broker very soon, and it's not the type of call any forex trader wants to get. Especially if you're using a live account. Because of this fact, by nature, the grid and the martingale strategies need a very large trading balance. V75 Pro, on the other hand, cuts its losses and then focus on recovering those losses. While other grid strategies continuously open trades, the software has a built-in function that limits the number of trades to open. After doing some tests and observation, I found out that 7, look at that, 7 to be the lucky number. Lucky number 7. Coincidence? Anyways, this means that for each asset, a total of 7 positions can be running at once. If price continues to go in the undesired direction, then opens an 8th position, then the condition is fulfilled to close all the open positions. If price is going to push upward to the level where 8 positions are open, that is enough to tell me that the previous trade is over and price is starting a new trend on the higher time frame in the other direction. When this happens, this is when the software makes what I call a worst case scenario loss. Alright, which it rarely does, because for the most part, whenever the software opens 2 or more trades, it eventually retraces to at least in the middle. For example, if the robot opens 2 trades, it will close all the trades when the price reaches somewhere in the middle between each trade. If the software opens 3 positions, then all trades will be closed when the market price retraces back to the price of the second open trade. If the software opens a 5th position, all trades will be closed when the market price reach around the 3rd position. Likewise, if it opens 7 positions, all trades will be closed when the market price reaches the level of the 4th open position. In addition to that, when there are more than one position open, the software is designed to close the trades when the total open profit equals $1. That's why whenever you see one or more positions closed in red, in the screen recording, that is, the sum of the blue positions after that always adds up to the sum of the loss plus at least $1. As it regards to the losses, as I mentioned before, each index is uniquely different. A lot of them have different pending order distances and different minimum lot size. So because of that, the total losses from each respective index varies, especially since some indices pay more than the others. And of course, this also means a different dollar amount in the worst case scenario loss. What I highly recommend is that it is best to use 5% of your account balance as risk. This means that if trading any asset that has a stop loss dollar amount of, let's say, $10, especially when using the smallest lot size, the worst case scenario loss is going to be around $280. So it's best to have a trading account balance of 5,600. Although the software hardly incur losses, another reason why that percentage is recommended is that you want to account for drawdown. When using V75 Pro, the main issue is not the losses, but rather the drawdown. The more trading asset that the software manages, the bigger the potential drawdown, as it could have multiple assets in drawdown. While on that note, of the 59 assets that the software trades, using the smallest applicable lot size, 6 of those assets have a stop loss dollar amount that is less than $10. Some are 1, some are 4, a few are like 5, if I remember. Yes. Then 25 of those assets have a stop loss dollar amount of $10. And again, this is using the smallest lot size for that asset. Alright, so lastly, of the 59 assets, 9 of those assets have a stop loss dollar amount of $50 or more. To be more precise, 8 of those out of 9 of those assets has a stop loss dollar amount of $50, and 1 of them has a stop loss dollar amount of $80. Yes, you heard right, $80, using the smallest lot size. And the rest of those remaining of those 59 assets, they fall anywhere between the 25 assets that has a stop loss dollar amount of $10 and $50. So the rest falls in between those two categories. All right.
هلا عبود هلا عبود هلا يا ساتر يا ساتر.
The software works best on markets that trends a lot. As a result, it is a trend trading software. So markets that consolidate or move sideways, like for example the range break market, would not be applicable. Also, to be honest, I've tried the software on gold and regular forex pair, and it didn't do so well due to several reasons like fluctuating spreads and volatility, market gaps, among other things. But because of this, I had no interest in testing it on any of the synthetic indices that are modeled from forex pairs, such as the currency baskets or the RSI metals and similar indices. Alright, but if you guys think that I should definitely try it out on those assets, please let me know in the comments. While you're at it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more content, and we'll catch you guys in the next one or in the next video. So again, I appreciate you guys for the support. So until then, keep trading.